What is going on, guys? It's Kevin here with ModMyMods, and it is another beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Thank you for being with us today for the ModMyMods news update. Today we are going to look at some funny things that I saw on the internet. Literally, there's only two things that I saw that were actually pretty hilarious. But really what I wanted to do is I wanted to get your opinions about a couple new things that we're going to be coming out with. Yes, the ModMyMods crew is slowly starting to expand and evolve, and we are going to be bringing you a couple new products, a couple new things, and all sorts of fun stuff. So, that being said, we need your help and your suggestions, really is what it comes down to. And so I'm hoping maybe you guys can give me a little bit of heads up and a little bit of feedback here about what we're doing and how we're doing and which direction we're going in, and if we're going in the right direction, and if we're able to give you guys what you guys really need. But a recap of last week, everybody pretty much had COVID the last 2 weeks, which kind of sucked. Anyone that was on the trip, luckily, knock on wood, I yet have been I've been blessed with not being positive, which is great. And now we are back to full staff. It was great. Monday, the first day of the year that we've actually all been at the shop together. So kind of cool, kind of neat for us. So we'll see what happens. But again, yeah, what I wanted to do is kind of open this up to you guys, get your feedback, get your suggestions, and move on and see what happens from there. So without further ado, let's hop right on into it. Again, I can't say enough for my good friend Neil here. He just makes some really, really good stuff. Let me tell you, Neil Francisco down in New York City, a good friend of mine, actually makes all of this music that you've been listening to when we're on the show. So if you would, head on over to YouTube. If you search just DJ Tribo, he's the first one. He doesn't have too many followers just yet, but we're trying to change that because if you head on over to his SoundCloud page, he's got actually quite a bit of followers. And he makes some pretty good stuff. The cool part about this particular mix is it is royalty free, so in theory you could be using it for a couple of your videos as long as you cite him and cite the music that's put into it. But again, big shout out to him, big thank you to him, and couldn't be doing it without him. So that being said, let's close out all these windows and then we can go take a look at some other things. Let me address the chat first. Let's see. Travis, thanks for being here. I said hello to you. I know you're lurking and hanging out, but I appreciate you being here. Mr. Kevin James Daly, what is happening there, Canadian Kevin? Hope you are having a wonderful afternoon. Gadget Joe, as always, my bearded friend, thank you from across the pond. And let's see here. What do we got? If you need a reviewer, you know where I am. Channel is getting relaunched very soon. Yes, I am excited for that show. So maybe what we can do is we can work out a new get you one of these new products or something like that. Send it out. You know, maybe help me with some of the shipping costs. Because God, I mean, if I could just send it via snail mail to Europe, that'd be fine. It'd be cheap, but man, let me tell you what, who knows if you can even get there. The pigeon might fly into a tree or something on the way there. So let's not do that, but let's talk. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out like we always do. So Mr. Daly has been playing a lot of WoW and being a lazy pile today, which is okay. You know, on a Tuesday, maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you need to pile Tuesday. Shit trickle Tuesday. I don't know. Anyways, so again, Neil, good friend, thank you for giving us the opportunity to be using his music. Again, DJ Tribo, Tribo, and that's on SoundCloud. It's also on YouTube as well. So there was a new DLC that just got released. I wonder if they featured it. That was why I actually went to the Steam-powered website right here. It's because I wanted to see if they were actually featuring it, which I thought they were. But you guys play Cities, or have heard of the game Cities, and I think I've actually shown you guys my city at one point in time. Let's see if it's in the lineup here. Doesn't look like it is. Oh, that makes me so sad. They just did a week. Well, that's kind of cool. It's right there. Midweek Madness. So if you want to pick up cities, instead of it being $30, it's actually only $7, which I highly, highly recommend. And then I would actually recommend getting like the new player bundle. Mass Transit Industries and I mean, Sunset Harbor is a hit or miss, but to be perfectly honest with you, Mass Transit Industries and the campus is actually probably one of the better add-ons for this game. So I definitely would highly recommend that. Now, that on top of saying that, this is kind of what I was trying to get at. City Skylines is releasing a new DLC, which is airports. Now, I'm not gonna say like planes or anything, and there's a prop over there, and I have another model plane over there, and as you can see, the maps and the radios and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm super big into airports and planes and how everything works and everything like that. So I am thoroughly excited for this. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, and you can... Oh, so cool.
Ready for boarding.
That is super cool. This is like... Man, wow. Okay, cool. It's been a long time since I've been like excited about a game. Probably the last time I got excited about a game was probably when Borderlands 3 came out or something like that. Oh no, Farming Sim, definitely. But yeah, no, this looks so cool. So many different things that you can do, and that was probably one of the biggest things that it was lacking in cities was the airport. The airports sucked. They were terrible. Like you just plop one down and that was it. And the airplanes literally landed on top of each other and there was no real like flow to it or anything like that. So this is super, super cool. I'm super excited. Let's see. Shellback Tech said this pup just got spayed, which stinks. I have to do that to the kitty cat here soon. Hopefully she feels better there, the pupper. Hopefully she's recovering slowly but coming back to her own. That is wonderful. And Gadget Joe says that is a game that's practically made for me. Yeah, no, that's kind of what I thought too. So how much is it? Yeah, $12. I think I know what I'm doing this evening. Yeah. And then maybe that's what we're talking about. We're talking about this airports add-on, the DLC. Maybe we should do like a gaming live stream of that. Would you guys want to see that? Would you guys want to see maybe, I don't know, maybe Thursday or something like that? We could do like a quick live stream about what's going on and in this game and the airport and stuff like that. I mean, if you guys want, I might be able to do that. I'll have to ask Milady because she's the boss. And if you don't know that, well, happy wife, happy life. That's the only advice I'm going to tell you. Anyways, so yeah, City Skylines, airports, add-on. Probably just going to do that right now. Yeah, I'll do the checkout process later. Yeah, we'll do that. But again, that is on Steam. It's only $12, but they are also doing the City Skylines discount. So again, I highly recommend it. If you did like SimCity, this is definitely SimCity on crack. It is so much better than SimCity 2000 or anything like that. But again, if you want to not hate life when you play this game, I highly recommend some of the DLC. Maybe not all of it because there's a lot. But you're definitely going to want mass transit, and you're definitely going to want industries. It's not fun. Vanilla is going to suck without those 2 DLCs. I could just give you that heads up. All right, so speaking of games, did you hear that Battlefield 2042 might be free to play soon? Well, see, I had super high hopes for this. And the only reason that I'm bringing this up is because I did really enjoy the Battlefield series, but then you took Battlefield and you took Call of Duty and you mashed them together, and then you made this pile of steaming trash, which was 2042. And then you released it and you thought that it was going to do well, and unfortunately it sucks. So it's going to be free to play, and unfortunately EA is going to continue to catch as crappy of heat as they always are going to, because, well, that's usually what happens. I mean, EA always poops on everybody. Like, look at FIFA 20 whatever, doesn't matter. Pretty much every single one is like a reskin for the most part, as far as I've been told. And yeah, I can't imagine that this is going to stay $60 or $120 for much longer, that's for sure. So, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you feel about it, I did a thing, and yeah, you see it. You're the first to see it. And actually, what I'll do is I'll dump it in here for you, so you can see it. Everybody now sees it. I got 0 for 0. I'm 0 for 0. I got 1 like though. Somebody liked the video, but that was it. They didn't like it enough to follow it. So, if you want to be one of the first, you want to be our first, you could head on over to this lovely thing called TikTok, and we're probably gonna start doing videos. Well, because I already started doing videos, and sometimes you can actually make them educational and fun, and not just stupid. But yeah, oh yeah, see, you know what, Kevin? If you can't fight it, you might as well embrace it, right? And well, let's put it this way: the herpes ain't going away anytime soon, so you might as well just that's what it is, right? So I'm not saying you want to spread it everywhere or anything like that. Okay, that just got to a weird level. Anyways, but seriously, I'm trying to make this happen. I'm trying to do this thing called the good old TikTok. And I don't know if you guys like what I'm putting together here and like the videos and like what we're doing. You gotta let me know. Let me know. Let me refresh this. See, it was doing this to me earlier too, because my buddy Mike said that he followed it, and it said 0 followers. And it still says 0 followers. And I know I'm actually following one person too, which is kind of sad. It's making me sad. It's making me sad inside. Yes. Maybe I have to refresh the cache. Blake, I envy you because I don't want to have a TikTok. So, I'll take it as you're here in spirit. Okay. I'll think about that. I mean, because I'm going to post more of those photos of the rig. So, actually, your rig specifically. So, I have to send you. I've got teenage daughters. I have no choice. Yeah, well, can you tell them to teach me some things about this silly platform? I mean, I think I get it. I understand. But man, some of it is just, I'm sorry, dumb as hell. It's so dumb. Like, you can do edits. Maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm holding the Chinese application platform, aka TikTok, to too high of a standard here. But some of it is real cheesy. Some of it's really cool though. I mean, you can actually, you can make clips and drag them around and make music and things. So, but again, if you want to go, oh, there's 2 likes. I got 2 likes now. For some reason, still won't let me have any followers. You get none. None ya. But I get 2 likes at least. Whatever. Shellback Tech apparently liked my video. That's what my phone just said. It didn't say that you followed me though. It just said that you liked the video. So, real great. Thanks, TikTok. You're really, really making me like you even more. Even more. There's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of dumb stuff. You need to edit outside the program and then upload and do the music overlays. And yeah, exactly. Absolutely. And I found out that the hard way because I have a really awesome video that I put together and I did like all this work, just like, I don't know, 35 minutes worth of just like doing different pans and stuff and trimming it and making it look all cool and everything like that. And then I got to like towards the end and it was all effed. And yeah, it started all over. So food for thought, make sure you shoot the video ahead of time, then cut it up and then upload it or whatever to chinatalk.com. Anyways, I take great pleasure in trying to gate crash as many of the videos my kids can. Oh yeah, I bet they could. They have hundreds of failed videos. See, Gadget Joe, that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see you getting in the background doing the dance things or whatever, but I'll be perfectly honest with you. Big Kevin probably is not going to be doing any twerking or dancing for y'all. No. Not even if you ask nicely, probably not going to do it. You might catch some shenanigans on this, but yeah, you're probably not going to catch that. Shellback says, I'm going to do the full rebuild in short vlog on there and then doing a full video for YouTube. You know what's funny about that, Travis? I was actually just talking to somebody about doing that exact same thing today. We're going to start moving towards doing a couple different vlogs, maybe do podcast even, and we were gauging interests on who would actually want to be on the podcast. Now, obviously, we can have anybody that's in the chat or anybody that actually wants to participate that can be on, but it would more be along the lines of, what do you guys want to talk about, right? So that's kind of where we were talking about different things before we started the show, and about how we were gonna do. I needed your guys' help, right? So and interviews. What I'm doing is writing down a list here because I have a tough time with I'm terrible at multitasking. I'm not very good at it. Can I run the news and can I do that type of stuff? Sure. Yeah, that's fine. But I can't, like, if I need to write stuff down and keep a log of that, I can't just store it up here and then regurgitate it later. I have to do it then. Otherwise it's just out, gone, right? So my thought is how do we as a group and as a community and stuff like that, how do we expand? How do I get you guys interested in what we're doing? Obviously, with TikTok and the different videos and the vlogs and everything like that. However, say we do a podcast, right? The ModMyMods news update would be one podcast. You guys could be listening to me just blab and blab and blab about stupid tech stuff. Or maybe not so stupid tech stuff. Maybe it's more, concrete stuff. But really, what would you guys want to talk about? And who would you want to talk to? I mean, I'm sure I have, it's not, I don't want to, I'm sure I could get people on to the show if we were going to talk about something, right? So, like, GPU shortage. I'm not going to go and ask Jacob at EVJ to, hey, come on, man, come out of the ModMyMods news update. Let's talk about GPUs and how no one can get them. That seems like a bad idea. So, that being said, what are your ideas? What are your suggestions? And who would you want to talk to? And what type of feedback do you want to get? I'm gonna check the chat as I'm continuing to discuss this here. But Tevin asks, which platforms do you prefer we watch you on? It'd be nice if we kept it all on the same platforms for the chat. You know what? That's actually a very a good statement there, Tevin, because I wanted to use Restream, and this is probably an issue that a lot of streamers run into. I wanted to use Restream to broaden the catch, right? So you want a big net to get a bunch of people in all at once, right? But once you get that net, how do you keep them there? The problem is that you have multiple outlets and everybody wants to go to these different outlets to source this information. For example, I know that in like on Facebook, certain ads and stuff like that don't show up, and therefore that's somebody else's preferred platform. Now, if we could kind of all hear together on the chat and everything like that, kind of make a unanimous decision that, oh, hey, we're going to just Twitch, because that's 90% of what everyone is doing anyways, is Twitch. I mean, like, even when Microsoft thought Mixer was going to do a thing, well, guess what? You got bought by Twitch. So I think that's kind of where we're at when it comes to doing multiple platforms, because I agree with you, Tefan. I think when you broaden it up there, like, for example, I saw which I wanted to make sure that I said hello, Mike Stars, thanks for being here, man. But like, for example, Mike's coming in from YouTube. Maybe YouTube and Twitch are the two platforms that we need to be on. Or maybe what we do is we do the podcast on, well, the podcast I want to get out anywhere. And basically, and kind of what I was thinking is that you do it, you take the show that we have and turn it into a radio show. I mean, we're not referencing tons of imagery or not talking about imagery or things like that. You know, a lot of this is just general discussion. So I think that it definitely would fit the bill when it comes to doing the podcast stuff. But what do you guys think? I'm scrolling down the chat here as, again, going slowly because I'm terrible at multitasking. Blake said $5 for a video of Kevin dancing in pasties. Wait, never mind. Oh my God, my eyes. You're right. Thanks, Blake. I appreciate that. You know what? For you, I'll send it to you. Just for you. Kidding. Gadget says, I try not to comment on Facebook stream as I always get my comments reported the week after. Yeah, you know what? I think it's my fault. Anyone that comments on the stream pretty much during Facebook, if it has any sort of controversial, like, I don't like, it immediately gets flagged or something like that. So I agree. I think Facebook maybe isn't maybe a great place. Kevin says, I would like to see a spotlight series on the website. In the podcast, would have one modder just getting asked all the questions. Okay. All right, cool. So let me just, I'm writing stuff down because these are wonderful ideas, especially, you know, coming from another Kevin. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. So when you say spotlight series on just the website, right? I guess I need to know specifically what you're looking for there. The reason that I say is because, like, yeah, we can talk about the website and new products that are on it and everything like that. We could talk about ModWater. We can talk about sleeving. We talk about cables. We talk about whatever. But what are you specifically looking for? Or is it just a general type of spotlight series? Because I want to continue. I want to expand on these ideas. I want to give you what you want. Because I think I know what you guys want, but I haven't really ever asked. Right? So how are you supposed to know unless you ask? So, and then the podcast. Okay, let me just write that down. And it would basically just be. Okay, cool. We can do that. We can definitely do that. It'd be like oh man, yeah. Now the gears are turning. Be like Between Two Ferns, but better. About water cooling. Something like that. Gridlink, I'd like to see a segment showing new products that come in stock or highlighting lesser known items that you offer. Gridlink, that is a wonderful idea. And I think that kind of goes hand in hand with exactly what Mr. Daly was just talking about with the Spotlight series on just the website, which I think that's great. Products. That is a wonderful suggestion. All right, let's keep going down the list. Holy cow, you guys are really giving it to me. I love it. This is exactly what I needed. Gadget just as a podcast would be awesome. Good topics for natural flow, things like current state of industry shortages, the toxicity of the good side. Yeah, toxicity. You mean everything that's going on that's on the internet? Yeah, I gotcha. I agree. Yes, I think that's great. Shortages, industry, toxic. Yeah. I'm just copying and dumping stuff down. Podcast would be that. All right. Tevin says he votes for Twitch. I agree. I think that that's probably what we're going to do. Is we'll probably do like a Twitch newscast, and then we'll do the podcast with a modder or whatever. Because I think a lot of people, yeah, we have a phone and everything like that, and you want to watch it and hold it in your hand and stuff. But like, I don't know, some people like to listen to audiobooks while they drive, or listen to podcasts, or when they're on the plane, or whatever it might be. It might be something that, oh shoot, I missed the last 3 episodes, whatever, and they had, I don't know, Envious Mods, and they had BS Custom Mods, and they had Greg Salazar. Those 3 interviews, oh shit, we should look at them and download them and listen to them. So maybe that's not a bad idea. K9 Virus says, I would like to see some case mods like those decade-old cases being water cooled. All right, fair enough. I'm gonna add that into some of the topics and suggestions for the various things that are going on in the newscast. Case mods. Funny enough, we have some really old stuff. Actually, I have a Antec 900 that's sitting over here on the ground, and it is running a $955 AMD AM4 Athlon 4, I think. DDR2, 800 megahertz. What's up? What's up, DDR2? You like that? Yeah, that's how old school. So yeah, maybe that's not a bad idea too. The old school stuff is a great idea. Shellback says, I'd love to listen to segments of different builders, modders talking about how they create the different mods, design structures, the builds, and maybe instructions. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. All right. How-tos, how they did it, because, I mean, some people don't know the amount of work that actually goes into some of these things. Like the Battle of Hoth build, I had so much help with that. I couldn't have done that by myself. Hell, you crazy? I can't do 3D models and printing and resin casting and shit. Oh, haha, that's a good joke. But hey, man, I got a really good friend that knows how to do some really cool stuff like that, and I would happily pay him to do that. And that's exactly what I did. So, real old Thermaltake cases is what Gadget Joe's doing. How about doing some of the like modder spot like that Polly used to do? See, I would love to, but again, I don't want to step on what some people are already doing, because I also know that Robitech is doing stuff like that kind of too. But maybe there's a way that we can kind of like intertwine the modding stuff into it. That might be something we can do. All right, check out Modder Spotlight. Yeah, Modders Inc. Yep. I actually just talked to Dwayne the other day about that, which is funny. Daly says he's thinking like more like a 21 questions: who you are, where you're from, what you got you into it, how tall are you, what's your weight, what kind of allergies do you have? All right, I'm kidding, just kidding. But yes, that's precisely. Meet the Modders, a podcast looking at the guests and what they do, the inspirations, the ideas. See, they're great ideas. Be good advocates for real issues like mental health too, because that is definitely affected all of us. If you are a modder and you are at home and you're stuck at home just like everybody else is, you have probably dealt with the same type of mental issues that all of us had. So, all right, could always just put the video on and listen to the audio. 100% audio doesn't always sound like good idea for that. Yeah, I understand. Wouldn't be able to pull up the photos of people's mods and stuff like that. No, I agree. That's kind of why you'd have to do it kind of like we do this show, I'm reading the comments and stuff like that too, in hopes that maybe what I can do is just export this as an audio file, and there it is. It's podcast, right? But Blake wants a full build series featuring the stuff you can do. Some of the lesser used stuff like the RAM M.2 cooling. We could definitely do that. We could the more custom things. Because a lot of people don't necessarily know that we've done some really custom stuff. Like Blake is mentioning, his water-cooled M.2 PCI RAID card. Yeah, we water-cooled that. The EVGA new audio card, not one, but two of them we water-cooled. So yeah, that's not a bad idea. The modder's dating profile, I can't believe I just scrolled down to see that. Kevin James Daly likes cold walks in the snow between two trees and likes maple syrup poured on him in the evening. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Would love to see more how-tos. There were a bunch that I did a long time ago, but actually is a very good suggestion as well. Because the more how-tos that people know how to, that can actually be found and are helpful, unlike some of them, might be a cool thing to help provide, for education for the community and stuff like that. So it would be a simulcast like situation. Yeah, absolutely. Podcasts are a good thing for driving. Stick it on your journey and you listen. Yep, totally agree. Whoever said mental health talk is legit. Kevin James Daly, that was Gadget Joe. He's all the way from the UK, but yes, no, legit. I think it's not a bad thing to go over, especially because a lot of things have changed, and a lot of people aren't doing so hot because of it. So Blake was actually not just saying his, but he was also suggesting stuff like the ModMyMods M.2 block, the water block here. Actually, I can show you that real quick. For those of you who don't know, they do make an M.2 water-cooled block for your SSD. Aqua Computer makes one of the best ones. AlphaCool does make some, and then there's Borrow and Borrow CH, and Corsair makes one too. Now you got to be doing some major transfer on these M.2s to be heating them up to actually really require water cooling, to be perfectly honest with you, but it is a neat way to do it. It's also a really neat way that if your computer doesn't have an M.2 slot, you can implement one in. So that's kind of cool. But specifically what Blake is talking about is actually showing and featuring these type of things, which is kind of, again, touching on the Spotlight series on the website, and the highlighting lesser known items, because that would be exactly what this is. One of those items where it's just like, he wouldn't actually know that they had them. So, let's see. I built my computer after YouTube removed the dislike button, The Verge. Oh my god. Yeah, you're lucky. Verge. I can't believe that happened. Anyways, I'm doing a mod how-to series with old hardware similar to what MMPC Tech used to do, showing how to use his products. Yeah, see, Bill is a great guy. I've always spoke very highly of him. He's done so many very, very awesome mods, and like, you want to talk about somebody who's being crazy innovative and knows how to do unbelievable things to a PC. That's the man. So let's see. Gadget Joe is then again touching on the mental health issue. Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for an old man that happened to stop him. So that's a cool way to showcase the products you guys offer as well, by showing them being used in mods videos. Yeah, I agree. Specifically this particular Aqua Computer block, I can show you that because it's in Joe's PC. So I can show you that one. They actually used to make one that has the vision screen on it too, and I think that's the one that's in Joe's PC, but I'll look and I'll show you. Tevin says, oh well, I just got one of those. It looks the same as the Borrow, just the same as the custom one. Hulk versus Spawn. Hey man, no, that's okay. Welcome to the stream. It's okay. CES was kind of crazy, and it was all up in the air from everybody. So I appreciate you at least messaging, and we'll catch up next show. That's for sure. That's for sure. Just looked in my PC. Can confirm, not in my PC. All right, so Now that we talked about TikTok, which I can't believe I did that. I did it though. I did it for y'all. So you got, and I said yes. I said y'all. I did it for you. So head on over TikTok.com. No, you don't do that. You usually do it on the phone. But if you check out ModMyMods, that's gonna be me. And I have some pretty fun things in store for you. Sam and I did one today. That was pretty cool. But I gotta tweak them. I gotta do a couple more things. And again, I don't have any sort of teenage female help just yet to master this whole application. So once I do get some, then we'll be in really good shape, and we can do the things, right? I don't know how it goes. You guys are gonna have to tell me, teach me. All right, so speaking of products, and speaking of new things, and speaking of stuff that I need help with, because I need you. We need you, right? So you're the first people that are going to hear this. So be blessed. Be happy. Rejoice in hearing that we're going to make another mod color. What? Yes, ModMyMods is going to make another ModWater color. What color? I don't know. I don't know what color. What color you guys want? Well, I mean, I know what color I want. But what color do you want? Why don't you put it in the suggestions? Why don't you hit send on whatever color comes out of these fingertips? And let me know. Because then I'll take a poll. And that's what I'm going to do. I am writing down, Travis. I am writing down all the suggestions that we got here and see what, god dang it, Joe. Yeah, see, I knew those were going to be the top. That It's funny because literally the 4 suggestions that popped up in the chat were the exact 4 that we had thought of. That's really funny. Kevin says, I need teal. I agree. Whew. Teal would be sweet. Purple, also. Very, very cool. I think that's a great idea. Orange is hard. It's hard to do right. But man, if you could get orange to go, I think orange would be pretty good. Tevin wants brown. I was thinking that too. Well, not brown though. We're thinking really like super dark brown. But maybe. Joe, with a comment like that, anything pastel, you can show yourself to the door. No, we're not doing that. No way in hell. Absolutely not. No, sorry. I don't know. I mean, it sounded good. That was a good laugh. I had a good chuckle there, but no. Yeah, nope. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Nope. You ruined my PC because of the pastels and the stuff, and it's not purple anymore. No, I'm not dealing with that garbage. Sorry. Can't do it. I love you, buddy. Order Mayhems. They did it right. Done. That's it. You want to know what custom colors in all of the custom loops that are pastel? Mayhems. Why? Because it works. Cryo fluid. No. Primo chill. So, just. All right. So, see, Blake said the same thing. See, I agree. All right, you got it. See, I don't know, Travis, that he's really firing on all cylinders today. Did you have a good night's sleep last night? Is that what happened? You woke up like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. You're like, let's do this. Is that what it was? I love it. This is great. This is wonderful. All right, so these are all great suggestions. I really appreciate everybody helping out and giving us your feedback and your idea of what color you need. I took my meds today. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. Well, I love it. Right now, what I have for water suggestions is definitely orange, teal, purple, and UV pink. Brown is also on there. And yes, the other thing that, what did he say? I don't want to say it again. Yeah, no, Kevin, you're right. I'm going to make one just for you. It's going to be called maple sugar. All right, which leads me to my next thing. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Because this is exclusive for you guys only, and you're the only people that are going to hear this are the people on the chat. You're the first. So, you're honored. Okay? What about limited edition colors? Now, I know that sounds kind of crazy. It sounds a little funky and everything like that. But what if Blake wanted that crazy teal jewel color, right? He wanted that perfect shade and whatnot. And we knew that we could make this, but we could only probably make, say, 10 bottles. That was it. 10. But they were available, and you could purchase them on the website. They'd only be a little bit more. Maybe $1 more, maybe $2 more, or something like that. But it'd still be less than anybody else's coolant. But it'd be limited edition. How limited edition? Literally, we're going to make 10 bottles of whatever color. And that's it. It's done. There will be no more. Now, if you want more, you want this color to come back, yeah, we can probably bring it back. But there's no guarantees it's going to be the same. Actually, I can almost guarantee you it's not going to be the same. Because if we make, for some reason, super dehydrated after drinking all night piss yellow, it's probably not going to be the same number of beverages the next time around. Right? See, Travis, seriously, like, what happened? I love it. Like, can you come? You just work for me. Like, just do it. You're doing exactly what that's going. Goodness gracious, guy. So what I was thinking is, if you guys are interested in it, it'd be kind of cool because you'd get a ModMyMods bottle, right? It'd be a ModMyMods bottle, but it would be like a special bottle, right? It's like a shiny foil bottle, you know. It's a holographic Pokemon card. That's exactly what it is. What do you think? You want a holographic ModMyMods ModWater bottle? How cool would that be? So instead, the label here, you know, instead of it being like the clear and the gray and stuff like that, we'll take this image. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You know, it'd have like a gold crust around it, or a gold crest around it that was like nice and shiny, and like maybe the ModMyMods logo shiny and stuff like that. And each one, like I said, each one would be custom. It'd be super custom. Everything that would come from this bottle would be custom. Maybe we'd even get you like a gold colored cap. I know, crazy packaging, man. That's been on my brain all day long. But now, gold crest, make them sound completely. I mean, you know, we could sprinkle some dust on there for you and paint it gold and call it gold crust, whatever. Yeah, Kevin, funny enough, we were actually thinking about doing the wax dipped top. I thought that would be hilarious. It has been brought up. So I think it's a great idea. I think the limited edition, like I said, you only make 10 bottles. So, for example, you know, Kevin Daly just said the maple syrup comment. Where is it? Why the heck? I just saw it. Oh, it went up. LE Canadian A maple syrup color. See, exactly. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And yes, we can sign them. Like, we can have a silver Sharpie or a gold Sharpie, and we can sign all the backs and stuff like that. And then you'd have your custom bottle, you'd have your custom fluid, and I mean, it'd be something that you could put on the shelf. Be kind of cool. I don't know. I don't know. Is that something you guys might want? Because it'd give us an opportunity to actually give you different colors that some people might want. You know, I know that Gadget Joe wants that orange color. You know, orange is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, that's pretty cool. But what if we made a color that was like this pink, like that pinkish purple color? I know you probably can't see that very well. Here, let's do this. Maybe see it a little better. It's like a pinkish purple color, you know, something like that. That's actually what I saw when I picked it up. I was like, oh, how awesome of a color would that be? Right? Fusion orange maple syrup top 3, RJ45 pink. See? That's all I'm getting at. So, okay, you guys are down. Everybody in the chat, as far as I can tell, is all down. So I am going to count that as a win. Everybody wants it. And we're going to do it. All right, so if we were going to pick 3 colors, though, seriously, like ModWater, regular ModWater, ModWater clear, ModWater red, ModWater blue, ModWater green, ModWater, what would it be? Basically, there's only 2. Travis, dude, I'm loving it. But for real, teal, I need. Let's yeah, I got you. No worries. But yeah, if you had a choice, would you do purple or orange? Or pink? Purple, orange, or pink? Those are your 3 choices. Travis already said them. What do you think? Yep. There's 3. I see. That's enough for me, you know. Yep, Blake came. Yep, that's his first one. Abish on a Bosch on a blocked and get the hell out of my Facebook. Thank you. Goodbye. Yep. Okay. All right. So basically, to be perfectly honest with you, you already guessed what color is going to be coming next because we kind of already assumed that would be the color choice. So yeah, we're going to be working on that. That's going to be the poll. I'm going to submit it again this afternoon. Actually, probably not this afternoon. Tomorrow, I think, is when I'm going to post that. But I'm still going to put a poll. So if you guys happen to see it, and you could just submit what your comment is and stuff like that. Obviously, pretty much everybody is said the same thing, unanimous, which is purple is going to be first. That being said, I still need to at least let the masses know and see what happens. You know, at least get them going. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you, Travis. Purple is a huge thing, especially like I was just looking at Jonathan Lightwood, his build that he just put together, the Dragon Ball Z build, and that's all purple. It looks sick. Yeah, I absolutely love the color of that flute. And so, yep, you got it. That's pretty much where we're going. Phantom Black. I like the idea, Blake, but black is actually really hard to do. Because you get one color. You get either a red tint or you get a green tint. And either way, it doesn't exactly bode well, period. Exactly. Now, we were going to make it, to be perfectly honest with you, UV purple can be really difficult to do at times. And because UV purple will glow, usually it glows blue, I think is what it is. But we're going to see what we can do in order to make it happen. But if you had the choice of UV or non-UV purple, which one would you use? UV, non-UV? Travis says he remembers he did black. He used the Mayhem's XT1 black in the first day. Oh yeah, that's right. I remember. I sent you that. That's right. Yeah, the XT1 black looks is definitely just like motor oil. It's pretty good. Vanta Black is carbon nanotubes, absorbs like 99.9% of light. So most folks are going to say regular purple, and Tevin says non-UV if the UV is going to be blue. And that's kind of where we were bringing this discussion, is because once you start going to purple, you can only make it glow one color. It's like orange. You know, once you start getting into the orange realm, there's only one glow color, and it's usually one or the other colors. Whatever the two colors that are used to create that UV effect. I think in orange, I think it's pink. It's not actually red, it's like the pink UV or something like that. But basically, that's where you're going to run into issues, and that's why I bring it up. So UV is a huge pain in the ass. It's a giant, oh my God. Making UV coolant, if it's not red, green, or blue, is rough, you know. Gridlink says non-UV. Never cared for the UV much because the UV tints the rest of the build, and I agree. I have UV up in my lady's build upstairs, and it does look nice because of the UV sleeving that I used on the tubes, so that looks good. But I agree, like the inside of that case just has a purple hue now. Like that's just what it is. So, Kevin Daly said he used Thermal Day Black. And, well, I think it's self-explanatory. It went kaboom. Veteran Harbor says no UV. And Gridlink also says, mind you, he doesn't care for UV green or the neon green and the UV purple. Yeah, UV green mixed with UV pink equals UV orange. Yes, exactly, Teffin. That's precisely it. And unfortunately, you get one spectrum or the other. You don't get some. You get either mostly green or mostly pink. So I sent you the purple I made. Took all a day to make it work, but cool. Let me check and see where you sent that. Here, there it is. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, is that purple goo you sent? Yeah, I remember this. You're screwing around with it. I remember. All right, here we go. So you guys can see it too. UV purple is a pain in the ass to make. Travis is able to use some of the ModWater and some other things that we use together to mix it all to make it a purple. UV purple. But again, it's unbelievably difficult to make it actually look right. And that's the case that's going in. Pretty awesome. That's the one that Nick did, right? Nick painted that for you, I think. Pretty sure. Almost 100% sure. 99.8? Yeah. So no, that color will look really nice inside of there. It'll look really good. So, but that is pretty much what we were hoping for. Wanted to see what you lovely folks had for suggestions when it came to especially the colors for the water, because that's a big thing for us. You know, we want to make water that you guys like. I know that some people have been using our water forever and they absolutely love it, so let's make you another one that's even better, right? So we will work on getting that. I'm going to start creating the labels for it and getting that all squared away and on the website here eventually. And then on top of that, we'll also start exploring the idea of the podcasts and the guests and that type of thing. Maybe what we'll do is we'll get somebody to come on. I mean, I guess, would it be better if you guys, I mean, would you want to see it live, or is it just something that I can just upload on a Tuesday, you know, knowing that, or on a Thursday, you know? Would you guys know, yeah, rather knowing that you would like to hear it live or whatever, or would you just like to know that, hey, Thursday at 2 or whatever, it's going to update and you're going to get, you'll have the podcast? And yeah, Travis, I agree. I think we should get together. I think we should talk again and have you on the show. I mean, that's the best part about this, you know. I like to have everybody that we interact with, that we chat with on the show. You know, and Taffin and Kevin and Ryan from Veteran and Blake and whoever else wants to be on. I'd gladly have you on. It'd be really nice to get you a part of this, and then we can, like I said, we can talk about modding. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Maybe that's what we'll do. And I still think RJ45 Pink is the name for the custom pink if we do it. Kevin says having a small segment on the stream with a modder would be great, and then upload that part to the site later for archive. I think that's a great idea. And maybe what we'll do is like we'll do the news update and then have a segment that like we can maybe we pre-record that, right? Maybe do like a quick interview and you guys can watch it on the show and stuff like that. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Yeah, it would. It would allow community involvement, and then on top of that, it would also allow me a chance to actually interact with the chat too. So like you guys could watch the interview or live on the live, but you could watch the pre-recorded interview on the news update. It'd be like a, I don't know, 10-minute segment or something like that. And then what we could do is I can interact with the chat while, if somebody's going to ask questions or whatever. I think it's a good idea. Blake not approved for all audiences. Ain't that the truth? That's why you got to kill like 18 plus. But Blake, seriously, if we end up moving to Twitch, you gonna be okay with that? Is that gonna be okay? Same with you, Mr. Daly. I don't want to leave you guys behind, and definitely don't want to just like pull the rug out from underneath you either. If you guys are bound and determined for Facebook, I'm totally down. I'll make sure that it happens. But I want to also make sure that we, if we are going to convert to one platform, we all agree on it, and it is what it is. But Blake says, okay, he's cool. He can figure it out. Not a problem. That is awesome. And I'm sure Mr. Daly, Mr. TBP Mods will be perfectly fine in joining us on Twitch. I know that that's not as convenient, especially when you have the phone and you're using the phone to watch the show, but, Kevin, I work retail. I have a professional PG-13 voice. I don't believe you. I'm kidding. I know he does. But all right, cool. Well, that is pretty much what I wanted to talk about today for the ModMyMods news update. Yes, you can download the Twitch app. You can do it on your phone and everything like that. If you guys want to interact, I think that's where we're going to start pointing everything and start moving it over there. That will also, save on some monies and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll do that. We'll start moving things over. We'll start working on the ModMyMods, the podcast with the guests and stuff like that. And we'll work on spotlighting some stuff on the website and everything like that during these live casts. So I can't say thank you enough to everybody. You guys have been fantastic. Like the amount of feedback that I've gotten from you and all of the helpful insight and everything like that has been wonderful. So thank you. I think what we're going to do for today and for now is I'm going to save this information on my website and all the topics and suggestions that you guys have given to me, and I will actually go ahead and start working on some of this, hopefully for next week even. Thursday, if you guys do want me to do a stream for the game segment, I might do that. I might actually have a quick gaming stream, the ModMyMods gaming stream, on Twitch only. Maybe we'll do it probably about the same time, about 4 o'clock, if that sounds good for you guys. 4 o'clock Eastern time, that is. And we'll do some airport stuff. It'll be fun. We'll get to figure out how to do the luggage and the security and all that good stuff. So, but again, thank you everyone for being here. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Again, I couldn't have done it without you. You guys are wonderful. I will take all your suggestions, offers, complaints, concerns, all of that good stuff. We're going to add it all together. We're going to mix it together. We'll bake it like a cake, and it is going to come out to be one of the most delicious freaking cakes in the world. Right? If you haven't already, please go check out our TikTok. I don't know why, but it would help me. I'm going to continue to contribute. And then maybe you get to see some of the broken stuff that we've done. and some of the not so probably the precise manners of modding that we have. So until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Stay safe out there. Like I said, I'll be back on Thursday. We'll do some gaming, and we'll do some lovely airport DLC and city skylines. But have yourself a great rest of the week, and we will catch up next time. See ya!